consent is important.
Ready?
Yep.
Well, you know, that, okay. I'm gonna...
Beautiful. Loved it.
Yo, this video is brought to you by Factor, okay? Power up for springtime with America's #1 ready-to-eat meal kit. Get nutritious, chef-prepared meals delivered straight to your door, leaving you time and energy to tackle everything on your to-do list, all right? Factor makes meeting your nutrition goals easier than ever by delivering fresh, never frozen, dietitian-approved meals right to your doorstep. Factor has delicious, flavor-packed meals to help you live to the fullest. Choose from keto, vegan, veggie, calorie smart, and protein plus options on the menu each week. Prepared by chefs and approved by dietitians, each meal has all the ingredients you need to feel satisfied all day long. Factor is a go-to lunch or dinner solution when I'm just on the go and I gotta film something, or I got the baby and I don't have time to cook and she is hungry and she's pregnant. It comes in handy because we don't have time to be chefing up in the kitchen all the time. We need a quick, healthy meal, and Factor is where it's at, all right? Head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code NOCHASER50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. One more time, head to factor75.com or click the link below and use code NOCHASER50 to get 50% off your first Factor box. Is lit.
What's up?
Hey, how are you?
Nice to meet you. So that primero?
Yes, sir. It's right there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna eat and talk
Bonjour.
shit about your food.
Okay, perfect.
Alright, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to another mukbang on my channel. Of course, I got my boy David So here. We got a very special treat. We have been welcomed into a 6-month restaurant. It's only been here for 6 months in LA. It's called Mr. T. And apparently it's good.
Apparently.
We got the chef here, welcomed us here. Who are you, sir?
So my name is Guillaume Guedj. I'm from Paris, and I came to Hollywood to open the Mr. T. So we have a location actually. I opened the first Mr. T in Paris, and I came here to open the second one.
Very cool, very cool.
Voilà.
I'm Mr. T.
Why Mr. T is the nickname of my chef.
Okay.
Does he look like pretty cool, Mr. T?
No, and we don't really know. Like that's why in Paris we came up with that name, because it's not very beautiful. It's like a kind of an old school, and we don't really know that TV show in Paris. But this we call him T for a long time because he was like I used to run a 2 Michelin star restaurant for 10 years, and he was the sous chef. And his name is Tsuyoshi-san, so I used to call him T because Tsuyoshi is very long.
Right.
And when he became the head chef of this new project, Mr. T, I was like, I cannot call you T anymore. I have to call you Mr. T.
Because he's moved on up in the world.
Yes, exactly, exactly.
So what kind of food should we be expecting today?
So food is it's I think I really like the concept because again with the 2 Michelin star we were traveling a lot around the world. We did a lot of pop-up. Tokyo, Osaka, Hong Kong, Mexico, New York, LA, and we, like every time we're doing some pop-up and event, we were fascinating to try the street food. So we had it brought us so many we loved it and so many inspiration. So that's why at one point I decided to come up with this idea to do global street food elevated.
Okay.
So that was for me probably the best of both worlds, coming from the fine dining scene and with and the street food that I love. So to do best of both.
Okay. Well, I'm Thai, so we're big on our street food.
Yeah. Chef here is Thai too.
Oh, really?
She's Thai. Yeah.
What? I didn't even know. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's eat, man. I'm hungry.
Okay, let's do it.
I didn't know you were Thai, so I did, my sister.
Okay.
She said, oh, all right.
Voila.
Wow.
She said, okay.
Study, all right.
All right. Yeah. Tell us what we have here.
So we have, this one is a great one, I think. We created this dish because we wanted to do, of course, a taste of France, and the inspiration is croque monsieur. So croque monsieur is the famous sandwich that you can eat everywhere in Paris. So it's bechamel cheese, so it's like a very creamy cheese, grilled on top, and usually it's sitting on sitting on bread.
Yes.
It's more like a little sandwich, but we did croquette, monsieur. So it's like a fried ball with the same cheese inside. We did a vegetarian version. We put some wild mushroom inside and a lemon creme fraiche, parmesan on top, and a little charcoal oil. So this is, and it became, so we started with this dish like when we opened the restaurant in September, and it's one of the highlights so far. So we wanted you to try.
Let's do it.
Then we wanted to do something a little, because Mr. T is global street food, elevated, but we do some, fine dining stuff also.
Yeah.
This is one of our creation. It's a caviar toast.
Ooh,
we
baby.
do a bonito cream, so it's a little bit smoky, and egg confit. It's like egg yolk confit. So when you eat, you feel like the smoky flavor goes really well with the caviar, and because of the the texture of the egg, it will stick it to your palate with the caviar. This is a great one. This is more fine dining, but with a casual and cool approach.
Yeah, throw a little
on the
newspaper in there. Well, let me tell you, I try to avoid cheese, but because it makes me break out. But today, I don't care.
Okay.
Today we're gonna welcome the pimples. Okay, let pimples. Let's get it.
Well, let's give this a go.
Want some extra plate, guys?
No,
No.
You good?
Yeah.
I literally
Be
eat
careful,
food
it's
out of mouth.
sometimes a little hot inside.
If it doesn't burn you, it's not street food.
Yeah, maybe you can open it. One bite.
It's delicious.
The mushroom with the cheese.
That's good. The cheese is it's very melty.
And this is vegetarian.
It's vegetarian.
Oh my lord.
I think what I really liked about it too, like for me anyways, growing up, like I think the only restaurants out here, or maybe where I grew up, was like classic French, right? And like croque monsieur and like croque madame, they're very heavy, right?
Yes.
Like the lemon in this, amazing.
Thank you.
I'm excited about
This
that.
is really good.
Yes, sir.
Oh, merci, chef.
Cheers.
Cheers, my guy.
Cheers, merci, ขอบคุณครับ. That's Thai and French.
So, yeah.
Oh, yes, what was that? Here, let's bring it in the middle.
In the middle.
This is fucking amazing. Off the bat, because the bonito flakes.
Tell us about this one.
Oh, yes, wait, you shut up.
Please go ahead.
It's a Thai compachi kudo with pineapple and Thai vinaigrette. With jalapeno.
Yes, let's get it. Thai people all day. Number one, way better than Koreans. Okay.
Off jump.
Let me grab you a spoon for that.
If you guys had like,
No, you can, yeah, for sure.
like in Japanese food, like the dashi broth, right, which is like basically any of the stuff that they have, like katsuobushi powder is basically bonito flakes. It's fishy, it's smoky. So if you guys ever had this, like the base layer already tastes to me like a smoked fish dip.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you have that creaminess of the yolk. This is fantastic. The little pops of caviar. That's fucking amazing.
It was great.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
Voila.
I forgot what she said this was.
So this one is like a Thai crudo. So the chef, like you said, she's from Thailand, and she came up with a like old school recipe. She called the Namjin vinaigrette.
Okay.
So that's a Namjin vinaigrette was like a jalapeno.
Oh, then
oil.
I'm like what you would dip the fruit into. Remember, I gave you some.
Oh,
lemonade
yeah,
one day.
yeah, that's
you
fire.
eat it with more a tart, unripened fruit.
So my mom,
Thank God you're here.
her mom was doing that sauce. So she came up with that recipe. The sauce for me is one of the best sauce ever.
Wow, I would never think to eat that with a crudo. That's crazy.
And it's a great combination. And we came up, with this combination of kampachi, so the small yellowtail, and pineapple. So I really recommend, guys, for you to try pineapple and fish together.
Yes.
And you have some little slice of fresh cucumber, mint leaves,
Let's do it.
crispy shallots, scallop, and what was the combination of this one? I forgot. There was a combination of a mandarin, scallop and mandarin. And that's the new one that we made for you.
Let's
That's
do it.
Kampachi and pineapple. Bon appetit.
Thank you, sir.
You get a little bit of everything, some of the herbs, some of the sauce. Let's get a little.
I'm excited.
Yes, you got it. Come on.
Man, that's crazy. It's crazy because it tastes like my mom's dip,
Really?
but elevated, like you
It's so
said.
fucking good. You know what's like my biggest concern for, and this happens to a lot of like restaurants who try to do, they elevate things that we already love as kids, right? They always seem to like miss the mark because they're just kind of taking like a couple of ingredients, just throwing it in and saying, oh, this is fusion. Like you see that a lot in LA when people try to mix Mexican food and like Korean food, where they just take Korean ingredients and just throw it into a tortilla and they call that fusion. And it's not, what I mean? Like elevating that dish is actually very difficult because you're trying to take the heart of what we enjoy so much from street food, but presenting it in a different way where it's a completely new dish.
Yeah.
And that's what this is. This is so fucking good.
I'm glad, and this is what you just said. It's like we don't want to do that type of fusion. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. The inspiration is really like what we love from the street food. So we don't want to do something different or to trying to. I don't know exactly. I'm from France, so sometimes we've seen some words.
Say it in French so they can hear it. I love it anyways.
No, it's just we want to stick to the original taste and the original recipe and maybe add some little fresh flavors like we were telling you and fresh ingredients. But
you still maintain the authentic flavors.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man.
Yeah. Let's try it.
That's
what
amazing.
we're trying to do.
That's great. I think my mom would approve.
Okay.
That was amazing.
But she would look at the price and go,
Yeah.
let's go.
We'll take
In
care of
Thailand, just for me.
Okay.
1 cent.
I know.
Wow.
Ooh. What is
And
this?
the mac and cheese.
Dude. Oh my
Tim
Lord,
knows.
have mercy.
Right?
Yep.
Ooh la la.
Sacre bleu.
And this one is so it's our version of the orange chicken.
Oh wow. Okay.
So it's a fried chicken, and we glazed it with we do like an orange jus, that we do like so it's kind of sweet. It's kind of sweet, and we have like marinated like salty cucumbers on the bottom.
Wow.
It's for me, it's one of the best.
Let's do it.
Main course we did since we opened. It's a really, really good one.
Okay, cool.
Like this one. Yeah. Do you want an extra plate, maybe? Yeah, bring it.
Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god.
I'm gonna eat this with my hands because this skin is like ridiculously crispy.
Just like orange chicken. Like, why hasn't someone done this already? Just take a big old piece of fried chicken and marinate it in some
That's
orange
a
chicken.
Cornish game hand. The small one.
That's all.
Yeah.
Orange chicken is such a familiar fast food that we always eat, right? And it's a pretty, it's a pretty quick prep, right? Cornstarch, honey, sugar, whatever that it is, orange juice, lemon zest, and everything else. And then the biggest thing that sets us apart is the jus. It's 10 times more chickeny than you would have it with a regular orange chicken.
Yeah.
It's very delicious.
We will try to keep the real flavor of the chicken.
And this is that
Yes.
balanced version of it, right? It's just sweet enough and it's intensely chicken flavored. By the way, this skin is ridiculous.
The skin is great.
It's delicious.
I really love the. Do you try the cucumber?
Yeah. I love.
Cucumber, really good.
So I love-
marinated, salty.
I love salty.
sauce.
When I was little, the way my mom got me to eat cucumbers is we would dip them in soy sauce. So salty cucumbers for me is like just something I've always eaten.
Exactly.
Did you like grow up with my mom or something?
You can look at your family photos, he's in the back.
Dad? Oh my god. My real
I'm
dad.
that old. Come on, man. Big brother, maybe.
I'm that young.
Oh, okay.
What is the meat on? Is that a mushroom?
It's mushroom.
Oh, it's a mushroom.
We keep it vegetarian.
What's mushroom in French?
Champignon, monsieur.
Champignon. Oh, I knew that.
Better.
Les champignons.
Yes, we are the champignons. My friend.
Almost. That's a good one.
Wow.
That's
so good. This is everything that you love about mac and cheese, but once again elevated. Very strong forward truffle flavor.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
that's a cheesy cheese, man.
Yeah.
You know, I miss real cheese so much. I stopped eating cheese. I had to eat the vegan bullshit. Now
No,
it's
not the vegan
Oh,
cheese.
this is
You cannot do
this
that.
is the good shit. Yeah,
And also, like, just to say that when we came up with this idea, because so we wanted to do like kind of grilled cheese on top. So at the beginning, when we created the dish, we did it in the kitchen, and when we were torching in the kitchen, when I was doing it with the chef in Paris, with Mr. T, we were torching, and I was like next to him, and I was smelling the grilled cheese. Like, oh, I didn't even start. It looks, it smells so good, and we came up with like, okay, why we don't do it at the table? Because it's not just about the show; it's about the whole experience.
The whole experience,
because you
seeing
smell it. You see it first, and it goes, you know, like, and you smell the grill, and that's you know.
I mean, the cheese sauce is so it's velvety, right? It kind of like coats your mouth. It's so delicious. The crouton is great too, just because obviously, I mean, once again, like you have mac and cheese, right? And one of the things that everybody knows, mac and cheese is like a side dish.
Yeah.
Something that you put with something else.
Exactly.
This can be a main course. This is a main course.
Yeah.
This is a
When
straight
you
up.
have a side bitch that is so good,
Yeah.
you think about making her the main bitch.
That's
You know
what it
I'm
is.
saying?
But I'm glad you like it, and this is exactly what, you know, we don't want to do too much, and even sometimes like you be like, if you just see the video of the torch, you're like, oh, it's too much. But it's about the show, but it's like I was telling you, we did it not for the show at the beginning, we did it for the smell,
Yeah.
for the, you know, and that brings something.
It's so
to the
interesting.
experience.
It's like it's familiar, but it's new, and I think that's what you guys do really, really well.
Thank you. I really appreciate
And also, you need a little bit of the show. It's in LA.
I know we need a little show. There's nothing wrong with
This
that.
is Hollywood, you're right.
But, you know, it's like when you grow up with some of the food, let's say like our parents made, right? It doesn't necessarily mean that they're the best chef on earth, but it's what we're familiar with, and that's why it's the best to us.
Exactly.
Whoa,
Right.
whoa, whoa! What are you trying to say about my mom?
Your mom feels good
My
now.
mom's like-
Your mom owned the Thai restaurant.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a Thai food restaurant for
Oh, nice.
20 years in the Long Beach area.
Delicious. His mom could
Paramount to be exact, yeah.
You know.
And then they eventually, you know,
Amazing.
retired and sold it. She
Well,
misses it.
you gotta give me the address. I want to go.
Oh, they retired. It's sold off.
they retired.
It's,
Okay.
yeah, it's not her
Oh, okay.
recipes anymore, so it's trash. But I would love to have her. You know, I'm not gonna lie. This might have been my favorite dish. You know, maybe it's the familiarity of it and the way you took it next level. But I really just kind of I keep on coming back to
It's
this.
like when you ate it, you're like, oh, I know this.
Right,
you
right,
know?
right.
That's what we want.
Yeah.
You know, so it's great, and especially if you really liked it and you know you tried this sauce. I mean, it's familiar to you. It's the best, honestly, best feeling.
It's great.
Thank you.
What you got for us over there?
Nothing emotional.
Man, I emailed her. I said, "What's up with the drinks?" She said, "There will be drinks."
And what do you want to do? A glass of a good wine?
Sure.
You drink wine?
I do. I drink everything.
I'll bring you a good wine.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we'll talk about it.
Yes. Thank
So what
sir.
do you want? White or red? Red.
I'll go red.
Red.
I mean, what do you recommend to have finishing this meal? You're the French guy.
Yeah, no. We can do. If you like white, we can do one white, one red. I don't know.
Sure.
Let's do
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's great.
Perfect.
Closed mouths don't get fed, as they say. I was like, look, man, I got one day to leave the house, leave my pregnant wife, and have a drink.
That's about
Right?
to give birth. This place is really good.
Well, now that he's gone, let's talk some shit, right?
Yeah, you know what?
Bomb.
I know.
Everything's so
The
good.
accent, a little chub.
Oh, the accent was fake for sure.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
No, on the bag, what's up, guys? So I did the French. I did the fake French thing.
Can you believe these motherfuckers believe my
He
accent?
has a Korean accent. They don't know anything. Dog, this was wild.
No, I actually love this. Yeah.
This is so good. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
And you know, for me, one of the dishes I never get at a restaurant is actually crudo because they all taste the same. It's always the same. They present it differently, but it always tastes the
Yeah,
same.
they might throw a little fucking truffle oil
Oh,
on
some
there, whatever.
shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? This though,
Poppin'.
it's different.
So great.
Oh,
Let me go back to a little bit of this, just a little bit.
your skin is
Just a
fucking
little
gay,
bit. I might.
but it's so good.
I'm gonna get a very huge cystic nodule right here on my jaw, but it's worth it, alright?
It's okay. You'll be fine.
Who needs to look attractive anymore? I'm a father of 2.
And by the way, I'm not like hamming it up for camera, but you know, like you guys already tell when we don't like food. We always have the same place. I see what you did there.
Oh, this okay. I see. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Oh, thank you. Merci.
Oh, thank you. What do we have here?
So you have this one is a Chablis
Chablis.
from the French producer. It's not a big name. I was, you know,
I like the
trying
underground
to-
producers.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Keep it
It's-
real hip hop.
No, we didn't want to do like something like you know, all the big names that you can find everywhere. It's really like French, and because I'm from France and this concept also was born in France, we're trying to bring some interesting wine, natural wine from France. So this is a Chablis from Griveau, and it's very like mineral, dry. It's a very good one, and it's not, you cannot find this one like everywhere. This one is a Bourgogne. It's from the Loire Valley, like, you know, like middle of France. It's made with Cabernet Franc, the grape. So it's very interesting. You know, it's like, it's rich, it's fruity, elegant. You feel some little spices. It's really good to eat. Tell me what you think.
Well, cheers. Let's keep it fancy.
So
huh?
cheers, guys.
Keep it fancy, dude.
Yes.
All right, Tim. All right, Tim. Well, you know, that, okay. I'm gonna,
Beautiful. Loved it.
How can you do that?
One more.
How can you do that? You see, that's the way to do it.
let me ask you something.
Kill me.
This guy, bastard.
First time I see that. Okay. Thank you.
I wouldn't normally do that. I do that to be funny for the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's
You know?
Well, you know, like, for you, you know, because wine is so complicated, right? I only started drinking wine in the last, like, couple of years. And it's, like, one of the hardest things to get into.
Yeah.
Because it's so nuanced, right?
Maybe if you're uncivilized.
Yes, like me. Uncivilized, you bastard. How dare you?
You love food, so if you also like get to know the wine that you really like and you understand more about wine, that you will do your own pairing. And when you will tell to the people, like, oh, maybe, you know what, maybe this Chablis is better with the mac and cheese for you. Maybe this Cabernet Franc will be better for you to pair the mac and cheese. But it's about the person. Like if you go and you said, you have to try this with the mac and cheese. It's amazing.
I tell you, I wish I could
You know,
tell
like
you.
you bring people into your world, you know, into your.
I wish I could tell you what this name is like.
I wonder what the hell I got to do. You know, I'll be honest with you, you know, 3 years ago, I was drinking wine, I'm like, it's all tastes the same.
Oh, yeah, that's what you think, right?
And then we start having different bottles, you know, having from different vintages, different vineyards,
Yeah.
from different areas. You know, how hot was the climate there? What year did you get the grape? And
It's
then you start
because
tasting
we
it.
started getting money.
I know, that's what it is. We
Lil-
couldn't afford it before.
Lil Wayne says,
That's right.
Lil Wayne says, when you get rich, then asparagus is yummy. And that's a quote.
That's very good.
Lil Wayne song. He says, when you get rich, then asparagus is yummy. And it was one of those things where, you know, you grow up not having a lot of money, you kind of eat whatever you can eat.
Sure.
And then as you get older, you maybe get a little money you can spend on better ingredients, better wine. It's like, oh, I understand now. I understand why this is expensive. You know?
True.
What's a French phrase we should know besides voulez-vous toucher mes fesses?
Yeah, that's the one you Enchanté, monsieur.
Enchanté.
Voilà. It's
Which-
a little bit more, you know.
A little classier.
Yeah. Before you said, voulez-vous toucher mes fesses?
Yeah.
You, know?
Oh,
You
'cause-
start with that. Enchanté, madame.
Le-
Give me that one first,
Can
and
I
then
touch your...
Well, you know, le consent is important.
That's good.
Very good.
Les conseils sont importants.
And what did you just teach us right now? Enchanté. What does that mean?
Enchanté is like nice to meet you.
Enchanté.
And then you can go, can I grab your...
Would you like to touch my butt? Yeah.
The food is delicious and it's approachable, and that's what I really, really like about your stuff right now. I think that's the thing that I'm taking away, is that it's elevated, but it's approachable, and I think like approachable food is what we need here. Right?
Right, because sometimes you go to a nicer restaurant and people are intimidated by
Yeah.
the menu. They don't know what they're looking at. They're like, okay, let me get the chicken wings, because they don't know what to order, right?
Exactly.
Now here, it's a sense of familiarity, but also you take it next level. So it's like, oh, okay, maybe I don't feel so
No,
threatened.
I'm so honestly, you really got the concept and everything, so it's so great because you know it's about that. Like we want it's approachable, like people will understand. We don't want to be like too fancy and people like you said, when they come, oh, we don't want to try that.
Well, you have to
Or
Google
that.
what's on the menu.
Yeah. When we create that restaurant in Paris, it was all about also the culture. It was all about the street culture, the hip hop, the music, the food, but it's also, and when you try to do this, like to take the best of both worlds, it was to bring people together. You know what I mean? Like that was, because you can have like at Mr. T, and that's the beauty of the concept. You can have a table of guys, 50, 60, eating a nice piece of fish or a steak, and drink a good bottle of wine. But you can have some cool kids at the bar drinking a fancy cocktail with a mac and cheese or
Right.
whatever.
Yeah,
So
great.
it's welcoming. You know what I mean?
I love it.
The idea of bringing people together and make everybody feel comfortable when they come to Mr. T and not like, oh,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
oh, it's too chic or it's
Right,
too,
right.
We try to find this balance, and for now it's working good. So
Oh.
Wait, my camera died, but thank you so much, sir. One more time, Mr. T.
thank you for coming.
Thank you, sir. It was great.
Pleasure, man. Anytime.
Amazing.
And hey, make sure you go to this restaurant if you're in LA. What is there an Instagram for your restaurant to follow?
Of
or-
course, Mr. T, MRTLA restaurant.
Bang.
See you guys.